Day 5, guys, we are in day 5, the final day of the 5-day Trader Reboot Challenge. If you want to wipe the slate clean with your trading, if you are fed up of spinning your wheels, if you feel like you've got all the pieces but they're not just coming together, then I urge you to go back to day 1, video 1, and run through the process. We talked about reviewing, we talked about reflecting, we talked about constructing, we talked about visualizing, and now we're on day 5, the final day, which is actually the trading part. Stick around. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. All right, thank you for joining me. Day 5. If you like this series, feedback is much appreciated. Trying something new on the channel. We've got other little series I've done before, but I thought, hey, this is something that is going to help you if you follow this step through. And by the way, amend it, tweak it, adjust it. You know, I don't pretend to know everything. Okay. Now we're at a point where we have a plan, we've visualized it, we know what we're doing. On the last video, last day or day 4, we talked about visualizing in our mind how we're going to execute this plan, the habits, the strategy, this type of stuff, and the goals and our standards are very important. Okay, so now we're actually going to implement it. And so what happens often now is we go in and we get so fired up, we're like, yeah, here we go, yes, right, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go, ready to go. Losing trade. I'm ready to go, losing trade. Oh, what's the point? And we give it up. So the first point, guys, is when you've got the plan, you're ready to go, you visualize, you've done a review, you've got a new clean slate, you're ready to go. Don't put too much weight or emphasis or meaning on the next couple of weeks. Say, this is going to take time to come into effect. I'm not just going to suddenly, all of a sudden, I've changed my trading overnight, it's going to be revolutionary. You're going to say, hey, listen, this is going to take time. I'm going to slip up. I'm going to make mistakes. The first week will probably be an awful week. But I know that this is going to change the direction. Imagine you're an oil tanker. Boom, you start to change direction. It takes ages, miles, before it even registers. So imagine that. You're a big ship. You've turned the direction and it's just taking ages to slowly, you might even notice it first. You're just heading in the same direction. Same with this. So it helps to not attach too much meaning on that first day, the second day, the week, whatever it may be. You just take your time, just relax. Say, hey, I've got this new process, I feel good about it, I've got clarity, I've got confidence, I feel like there's no noise anymore. Okay, this is a good springboard to work from. The past traders behind me, I've taken the good bits, I've now started phase 2 of my trading, I've rebooted everything. So don't place too much emphasis on it. I can't stress that enough. The amount of traders who, same people are going from demo to live, like, oh, here we go. Just relax into it. Just say it's part of the process, and it's probably going to smack me the first couple of days because I'm trying to do too many things at once. I'm trying to focus on this and trying to focus on that. But don't give it up. Don't throw the whole lot under the bus just because you've made a mess of the first couple of trades or the first couple of days. So then we've got number 2 is if you slip up, forget and keep going. So what do I mean by that? So how many times have you broken a rule and gone, oh, it doesn't matter, I've broken the rule, damn it, I might as well just carry on. I've broken my risk rule for the day, I've traded more than I should do. Oh, what the hell, it doesn't matter. That's really, really bad thinking. That doesn't serve you. The best way of doing it is to say, hey, I slipped up. That's fine, but I'm not going to continue. I'll talk about the analogy of you trying to trim off a bit, lose a bit of body fat, and there's a big cake in the fridge, and you go in and you're like, oh, and you slip up and you have a slice. Now, if you stop to that slice of cake and like, oh, you know what, that's probably 800 calories I didn't need. Oh, I slipped up, I'm a bit annoyed, but okay, never mind, get back on. That's all right. But if you then go, sod it, I've had that one slice, I might as well have the whole cake, and you consume 8,000 calories, that's just worse. You feel awful after it, and you're just throwing the whole lot under the bus. And it's worse with trading. Maybe you slip up and make an error, lose a bit of cash, take an extra trade you shouldn't have. Stop yourself. Go, whoa. That's not in the new plan, that's not in the reset, I'm not rebooting just to go back into old ways. Come on, take stock, regroup, move forward. Don't throw the whole lot away and just, it doesn't matter, I'll just trade whatever size I want, whatever markets I want, and slip back into old habits. Just be careful and go, hey, take control of the situation, what are my standards, what are my habits, all this type of stuff. Drop back to the visualization stage if you need that extra boost. Number 3, observe your old habits creeping in. So, you can't just abruptly change direction. You will have habits that are going to sit there and are going to creep in, but if you observe them, you're ready for them. If you have a propensity to overtrade, then be mindful of that and say, hey, whoa, I've got rules here, got my plan here, I'm in the reset, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I can see myself doing it. Whoa, just watch out. If you've got a habit for sloppiness, a little bit lazy, coming to the market a little bit late, or doing your pre-market prep, if you're not doing that, then, well, you know, a couple of days where I didn't really do my pre-market prep, just watch it, just catch it before it gets out of hand. It's all right making a few errors. Like I say, it's going to be a bit rough and ready and a bit trial and error at the beginning, but the key is to stick with it and say, hey, I wasn't perfect, but I'm going to get back on. It's not, I made it, okay, I'm going to get back on. And then those mistakes will become less and less. And with your visualization and your habits, all of a sudden it starts to become, I'm always at the screen on time. I'm always doing that top-down analysis. I'm always journaling. I'm always not over-trading. I'm all, okay. And you start to build momentum. You start to build momentum. You start to build confidence. You start to execute great trades. Your P&L follows. So watch those habits creeping in. The final thing is, don't be afraid to rest. So what do I mean by this? So don't be afraid to say, well, this is overwhelming me. I kind of feel like I'm out of control a little bit. Don't be afraid to step back. Don't be afraid to go back and maybe reflect again, review again, visualize again, make some tweaks. Now, be careful you don't constantly be tweaking your plan based on what's happened recently, because all you're doing is iterating, adjusting for the day before or the day before. That's not going to help you. So stick to the plan for a period of time, 30 days or whatever it is, you reset. Say I'm doing this, but don't be afraid to take a step back and go, hey, bit overwhelming, I'm kind of making a few mistakes, I'm slipping up a bit here, your habits are creeping in, whoa, take a step back, let me reset. What am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? I'm doing it for that vision. Okay, what are my habits? What is this? What is that? What do I need to focus on? What's slipping in? What's not? Right, let me go back in. Again, go back in. Don't give it too much meaning. Steady as you go. Don't throw the whole lot under the bus because you broke a rule. Ease back into it, and before you know it, it becomes second nature. Before you know it, you get into a rhythm. Before you know it, all the things start working. Now, is it going to revolutionize your trading overnight? No. But if it just turns a corner, it just changes the direction where you're headed, that's enough. Like the tanker analogy, is it going to suddenly do a 90-degree turn overnight? No. But a 1 degree, another 1 degree, another 1 degree puts you in a different continent. And that's where you want to be with your trading. Okay. And maybe 30 days out from now, maybe 90 days out from now, you start to see the results. But at some point you look back and go, that front-loaded work I did is starting to pay off. I'm not going on tilt anymore. I'm not taking those substandard trades anymore. I'm taking less weak trades. I'm sizing correctly. I'm running trades a little bit better. You start to improve. You start to go, okay, it's working. And I'm not, just throwing everything away because of one bad day or a slip up or a mistake or an error, or I broke a rule. No, I'm on track. I'm still moving forward. And then you can use this tactic, guys. This is the last day, but you can use this tactic at any point in your career and go, right, I need a reboot. I need a reset. Things aren't working. I've had a prolonged period of drawdown, a prolonged period of stagnation. It's not working again. Let me reshift my focus. And it helps mentally clear out the clutter. Because you've got constantly all these things patched on. I need to do this, I should do that, I shouldn't do this, I should do that. And it's too much. You go, right, 0, reboot. What have I got? Bang, bang, bang. 5-day process. You can be back and you can be refocused, you can be dialed in, you can be moving to the next station, the next level in your trading. All right, that is it. Day 5. If you've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my hat goes off to you, because many people have dropped off from now. They go, no, you know what, I want a quick fix. But trading's not about that. If you're still here, if you made it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the end of this video, you're ahead of the game. You're already ahead of the game. You're already a person who's prepared to at least consider this. Now you've got to put it into action. Try it out. See if it works for you. It's 5 days. And then see what the next step is. Imagine if it suddenly improves your trading. Imagine if it does just fix those big things. Imagine if all those pieces become clear and you start to make some great trades and that P&L starts to go the direction you want. Then you've got a weapon now. You've got something you can use and go back to, that when you have the rising P&L and the stagnation again, you can do another reboot and then another, and just keep realigning the ship, make sure the ship is being steered in the right direction. Thanks so much for joining me. If you like this video, then of course your feedback is much appreciated, your comments. If you think someone will benefit from it, share, like. Thank you for your attention. Keep it risk managed. Bye-bye.